Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters cast. It's going to be an awesome game. And yeah, let's start checking it out. So down the bottom right side of the map, it is Mr. Illusion. And they got a really sweet looking icon there, man. It's just, I can pause it and it actually stops the thing spinning. So that is just freaking, I can't zoom in any further, but that's a really cool looking little thing. I think we've seen it before, but not in close. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, we've got to keep the game moving. So it is Mr. Illusion down the bottom right side of the map, and yeah, let's find that. He is 18 years of age, from the United States, plays for Root Gaming, of course, and his opponent down at the bottom left side of the map is Mr. Minigun. He is also from the United States, also plays for Root Gaming, so a couple of Root players playing against each other today. And he's got the same awesome looking icon over there. So good for him. Now we'll just see how this game goes. I'm actually I should have had lunch like half an hour ago, but I got just sort of sucked in playing Prison Architect. They've actually fixed a lot of the bugs, so most of the annoying things are gone. So I've just been getting into it a lot more today. Just enjoying the whole process a lot more, but yeah, this video is supposed to be up in like 11 hours, so usually I do it the day before, but today I'm doing it on the day, and yeah, there shouldn't be any problems because my internet's going pretty good, but still, yeah, I mean, it's not like I can leave it for another 6 hours, because then it would only be 6 hours before upload, and then things can start to get a little bit hairy, pun not intended there, but yeah, so here we go. Minigun, really going nuts on the probe attacks. Has not managed to kill any workers, but I think he's knocked a few of them down. This one's got low health, this one's got low health, this one's got low health. So that probe is going to be going overtime, and just regenning the shields allows it to do so much damage. Might go for this worker as well. No, it's just got to keep on moving. Should have gone for this worker actually. I'm assuming there's a worker in there somewhere. Yeah, there it is. But Minigun choosing not. Maybe 3 attacks is enough. Doesn't want to go for the 4th one. And the command center is coming out. Minigun getting his own expansion. Just started to build now. And it's going to come out. It's still going to come out later than Illusion's Orbital, which is unfortunate. But should still be able to get some good stuff out there. So we've got the double gas already. 3-3 going nuts. That's going to be popping out the mothership. And yeah, I don't know. I assume he's just going for normal stuff there, but a Stargate or a Twilight Council may be coming down. He actually cancelled that Stalker, I believe, so decided to build a Stargate instead. So very nice. A little bit of indecision there, maybe thinking about building a Stalker, and then he's like, you know what? No, I'll go for a Stargate instead. I don't know if the Stalker was for base defenses and he realized he didn't need it, but we will see. Illusion has been going for a ton of stuff early on. We've got 2 barracks, we've got a 3rd on the way. No higher tech yet, only just starting to get the gas out, so that triple early barracks play off the command center is going to give him a lot of very nice stuff. You can see 2 barracks off the command center is good enough for defense, but 3 barracks off the command center is going to give him a bit more fun to play around with. So here we go, the Marines coming out, and there's no way an Oracle's going to be out fast enough to defend this, so Mr. Minigun's going to have to rely on his mothership core and on his Stalkers. Should be enough, especially since he can get another Stalker out fairly soon, but I don't know, man. That's Stalker. I mean, as soon as the Nexus gets overcharged, it's going to be game over for Illusion, but for now, he's definitely doing a bit of stuff there. There we go, overcharging the Nexus, and the Marines are just going to get absolutely annihilated right there. So that's it. I mean, early Marine rushes against a Protoss. All you need is a mothership core, overcharge the Nexus, and you just get absolutely blown away. So there we go. But Illusion's going to be falling back. Watching out for the Oracle. Has got this side covered. The Oracle comes in, running away, or sort of juking around the Marines actually. Where is this guy going to go? Killing a whole bunch of workers. Very nice. And the Marines going around the long way. So they are just going to be letting this Oracle destroy a lot, but finally getting in range, finally knocking that guy back, and he did get 5 kills, all of them workers. Maybe not all of them workers, maybe one was a Marine, because there's only 4 workers that are dead, but overall, still a very decent job done there. And look at this from Minigun, 7.5 minute mark, going for the 3rd base. Obviously feels confident, obviously feels like Illusion is not going to go for a crap ton of everything and push in. Maybe saw that the factory was only half produced, so if he saw that Starport was out there and medevacs were already going to be a threat, then the third base is not going to be as easy to hold. But with just straight up ground forces from Mr. Illusion, then I suppose he can afford to be a little bit crazier as far as the expansions go. And by the time the medevacs are out in force, the economy will sort of started getting out there, started giving him the advantage. You see he's already got 46 over 40. That is just going to explode right now, that worker advantage. And Minigun is going to start to have a lot of forces in about 2 or 3 minutes time. He's really going to start pushing out there. Illusion already pushing out with a fairly decent amount of units. Minigun hasn't got a lot, but he was building a few more gateways, so he's got 3, and I think he's building 3 more. So with 6 gates, he should be able to do quite a bit of stuff here. Let's move that to the Rorder out the front. Sees the Oracle. Oracle sees these guys. The Oracle could potentially kill half these Marines here if he really wanted to. But there we go. Illusion has seen the third base. They're very fast third base out there. And if he waits for that cooldown, then he can go in and start doing a lot of stuff. These guys are going to be in a bit of trouble, but they do some beautiful force fields to cut the army in half. And Illusion cannot be happy about that. He's going to be running out of there, finally getting some medevacs out, which are going to help enormously. But for now, he's just continuing to boost up his army numbers. However, Minigun does have the gateways now, and he does have the income as well to really get a lot of units. I saw a Twilight Council out here somewhere as well being built. There it goes, going for Blink. Zealot Legs, I assume, has not been researched yet, but Blink is going to be very nice. Whole bunch more gateways coming out as well, so he's going for a Twilight Council, but he's not really going for anything extremely high tech. We're not seeing Colossus, and we're not seeing Storms coming out anytime soon. So it looks like he just wants to beat him with gateway units, and with this economic advantage, I think that Minigun has got a very, very decent chance. We've got 1 weapons for both players, no armor for both players, although Mr. Minigun is starting to research that armor. And here he goes, getting some nice force fields down, constantly attacking. Army-wise, I mean, Illusion still looks pretty decent, but I think it's going to start to favor Minigun over the longer term. There we go, Stalker's coming in, sniping some medevacs, doing a very nice job. The Rorder's continuing to do a great job against the Stalkers, but they just don't have the numbers anymore. Just Minigun is getting so many numbers out there with that early economic advantage he had, and Illusion really, really needs to push out a lot of force. You can see he's pumping out a ton of Marauders, Widow Mines as well, which could definitely start turning the tide around if you get some nice positioning on them. There he goes, burrowing them there. I mean, Minigun has absolutely no potential for detection other than Oracles, which is a little bit dicey in the most part. And there we go, the Marauders coming out, doing a fair job, wiping out most of the Stalkers. A couple more over here, but they are going to get turned around, and Illusion turning it around a little bit, but still, I mean, the economy is something that he's going to have to deal with for quite a while from now, and I don't see him catching up to the economy anytime soon. He's building a third base, but yeah, it's just, he's got a bit of a gap to go, a bit of a point where he has to get up and actually catch up to Minigun, and until he gets up to that point, Minigun is just going to be able to out-macro him right away. So there we go, 1 armor just about to finish. There it is. Sometimes it pops up in a meter down here when it's just about to finish, but some games it doesn't, so I don't know. Maybe it's old games that don't do that. Maybe, but here we go, Illusion coming in. It looks like we do have a couple of High Templars out there. No Storms, however, but feedback on the medevac, still a potential right there. And of course, there we go, the Widow Mines coming out, doing a fair amount of damage. Look at all those Widow Mines really doing a great job there. And the Archon is warping in. So nice force fields, cutting the army in half. Beautiful cut right there. The ones out in the front are going to get destroyed. The ones in the back are going to have to run away. And so far, we've seen some great tactics from both players. The Widow Mines doing a fantastic job. The force fields doing a fantastic job. Minigun's still with the advantage, but in terms of the economy, but I don't know, man. Illusion seems to be turning it around a little bit with the army supply. The medevacs are helping so much at keeping his army alive. And yeah, there we go. More Widow Mines just going absolutely nuts. The Zealots taking so many Widow Mine hits. and just not serving their function as far as staying alive as long as possible to soak up fire. The Widowmine's just absolutely destroyed him. He's continuing to push out with a ton of Zealots. However, Illusion just keeps moving on. Widowmine's moving forward as well, doing a great job, and Minigun cannot produce units fast enough to deal with all of those units. Maybe if you got a couple of Immortals, it might have helped, because Illusion just went nutso on the Marauders. So many Marauders out in this army. He got level 1 armor as well. I didn't actually see him get that, but he must have got it at some point. And the Marauders just did such a great job. In DPS wise, Marauders are potentially not as good as Marines as far as killing Zealots. They do a very good job though, but Marines, when they stim up, they just burn through everything that's not armored, and Marauders really are the ones to do massive damage to armored units. But Marauders are, if they're not crappier than Marines, they're only a little bit crappier than Marines as far as killing Zealots. So Marauders still did tons of good work in this position. And yeah, Minigun just needed to get maybe a couple of Immortals. I mean, he really needed Colossus. This is like a beautiful position for Colossus or Storms. He's starting to get Storms, but he just sort of held back. And eventually the Triple M force just came out. And it's really a case of, if the Terran has Triple M and the Protoss doesn't have Storms or Colossus or anything like that, then the Terran is going to win, because Triple M is just such a potent force. And Widowmines help, but all you need are Marines, Marauders, Medivacs, and you wipe out everything unless they've got high tech. On an even playing field, the Terrans will always win. The Protoss need that extra edge. They need Colossus or they need Storms, otherwise they are just going to get swept away. You cannot hope to go against a Triple M army with basic ground units. It doesn't matter how many you have of them, unless you've got an overwhelming amount, or unless you've got a ton of upgrades, or unless you've got a ton of macros you can produce faster, you are not going to win, because straight up, equal-sized Triple M army versus equal-sized force of Zealots, Stalkers, and Sentries, the Terran is going to win, because Triple M is just so good. The stims, the Marauder slows, all of that stuff is just so beautiful. And yeah, there we go. So great stuff there, and I mean, Illusion took it away there. So great job. I thought Minigun was in a really good position when he had that early income advantage, but as I said, Triple M just takes it away every time. So good stuff. Thank you very much for watching this game, and I'll catch you tomorrow with another one. So stay tuned for that.